Okay. I'll call to order, the village board meeting, Monday, May 12th at 7 p.m. Roll call of
Roseanne Geib, Sarah Heisler, Andrew Bartley, Chris Clear, Rose Sowers, Kevin Schuler, and Dan.
open meeting law compliance check.
We are in compliance.
Pledge of allegiance. I'm gonna stop.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Do we have any public input? Say no. The Belgium Area Chamber of Commerce report. Whatever.
We had our Bruin show last weekend before, one of these past weekends. It was really nice. At Beeklers, we had a good turnout. There was a lot going on that night. We also had the snow runners, was out in prom, draft, wedding. It was a wild time here in Belgium, but overall really successful for us. Our next event is going to be June 6th, which is our first Summer Nights Live. The Bright Side, formerly known as something Max. They were there last year, really good response. We'll be performing. We will be doing the bar, and hopefully we'll have another civic group doing the food with cornhole.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're up, village marshal.
It's a pretty slow month, and only had one dog at large complaint, and then another person complained the car was parked on the road for too long in one spot, and it happened, the car was broke down, and it took them a while to get it fixed, and we finally got it fixed, and got it moved. And then I also registered 2 golf carts. They know they have to get them done every year, but so far it's only 2. There's a lot
Maybe we
more
should
running
like
around.
put something.
I know it's on
Facebook
the
or
newsletter and stuff.
newsletter, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
The
They
village
have
sign?
till, I believe, the end of June.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda item.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
I,
Opposed? Motion passed. We obviously have nothing in number 9. So we're gonna go to number 10. Discussion and possible action regarding a donation request for Clean Families.
Yeah, so this came in the mail and I wasn't sure if we should do it or not, so I just kind of wanted your opinions. I looked in the files, I didn't see anything that you guys have done this in the past. So I'm leaving it up to you guys, I would like
Do
to.
you guys know anything about it?
I am not familiar with us ever having received this in the past or made any donation.
Okay.
And how does this differ from the watershed payments that we make already? Yeah,
This is if we make any payments, it's required of us. by the
Okay.
state. This is just a request for a donation. I don't know anything more about it than what is in this letter.
it sounds like they're batting for the same team, so I just was wondering, so.
Is Gosser's farm in the village?
No,
No, so we have no farms in the village.
Well, Beechler Farms
Beechler.
and Bill Janishek has, I think, a couple of
acres.
lots or
Oh, okay.
that are agricultural. There's a few agricultural, but not very many.
But we're not a huge contributor to the watershed from our farm runoff, so.
But we discussed that.
Well, somebody should make a motion whether or not you want to make a donation.
I make the motion that the village decline making a donation at this time.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any other discussion? Favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Oh, we need to approve appointment. So,
Right, these weren't on, the last meeting. At the reorganization meeting, so we just have to add these now and get them approved
so we just need to make motions to,
to approve.
okay,
I'll make a motion to approve appointments, listed joint EMS committee, Chris Clear, Rose Sowers, Dan Wolf, alternate Belgium Chamber Tourism Village Rep, Rose Sowers.
I'll second.
motion's been made and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Permit application, approved permit application for special event submitted by Irene Third. That would,
That's the circus
That's
they do
the
every
circus.
year.
Yeah, I didn't put it in the, I didn't,
Oh.
it's that serious, but it's for the circus,
Yeah.
it's gonna be on 8/19 from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. So this is something that she's done in the past, and I think it's just been a couple of years, so that's why I just wanted to put it back. into
Yep.
the agenda.
I'll make the motion to approve permit application for special event submitted by Irene Beekler. Second.
Just as a point of order, I don't recall permits of this type ever coming to the board in the past.
It was, I
It was,
I
oh,
saw
okay,
it, and
good, never mind. Ignore it.
okay, motion's been made and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oh. Okay, motion passed. We just need to approve the operator's license for Carol Stein.
no,
I thought that was consent agenda.
I asked what maybe I said it, maybe it was in the past, but.
I'll look at it again, but
Should I not?
No,
It's
Okay.
because it's a
Make a
new one, not a renewal.
it's a new one.
Yeah, it is a
Correct.
new.
I'll make a motion to approve the operator license for Carol Stein.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Passed. Discussion and possible action regarding the proposal for the installation of influent pipe replacement.
So I had the Gustavo Mechanical, I had a rep from them come out with the pizza plant, because next year I wanted to get the pipes all media blasted that are downstairs and repainted. And he's like, he's saying strongly, excuse me, went against sandblasting. He says, because if you go by, there's some connecting rings, he says, and you get that and you blow a hole through it, there's beyond a bad problem. So his suggestion was to replace the piping down there. Now, it's since 2002, so it's, I could show you pictures, but it's showing its age very badly. It's in a horrible atmosphere down there. So all this new equipment will be all stainless steel. It'll be stainless steel piping instead of ductile iron, so it won't rust anymore. And the reason I put it on the agenda is I touched base with Vicky a little bit. He gave me the quote and I didn't think it was too bad, and since the fund balance was substantial. Then I brought it back to the guy from Sabo. I'm like, well, how much is this gonna increase next year when I do this? Because his quotes are only 30 days or 45 days binding. He said about 10%. So that's the only reason why I brought it up tonight, just to leave it up to you if you wanna go about this. So it would be about 10% more next year, minimum, to do it next year.
How many feet pipe are we talking?
Oh, it's like 40, but there's, I would gladly take you down there. I mean, it goes with an angle, then turns and turns again, and it goes down. So there's a lot of,
Not a straight shot.
no, not at all. No,
And this is nothing the skilled laborers at DPW can handle? This is
no.
out of their realm.
well, because we have to turn the plant off. And they so we're gonna turn it off, we're gonna divert the flow to go out in the ditch. And then they're gonna be doing a lot of welding in place.
Gotcha.
We
Right, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
definitely wrong.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of welding in place. I'm hoping the plant's only down for roughly a week, but then myself and the gentleman from Sabo talked on how we can make it work.
And the 8,000, we've already done that,
We,
one, right?
we
That one
already
wanted
purchased
it.
that
Yeah,
valve,
yeah, that's right.
so the valve is already purchased, so what it would be is the
Okay.
$39,000.
And the funds, good.
Yes, I put up on the screen here, this is our current, so our remaining unassigned fund balance net position actually. This year is 837,664. We have a anticipated surplus on the 2025 budget of 102,762. So, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
this would still leave us right around 900,000 at
At
the
the
end of 2025.
Okay,
And Paul, I might be woefully mistaken because I do not have a good mind for technology, but I seem to recall a few years ago, there was discussion about at some point we were gonna have to just redo the whole shooting match over there. How
That's
does that
basically, that's
factor?
exactly what I was talking to you about.
Oh, okay.
So we are on the same, yes, we're on the same page here. That is probably. If you wanna grade the treatment plant, that is in the parts that's in the, probably in the worst shape.
Okay, so the bottom line is we're not going to be doing this and then having to redo it again.
No,
With
this
the
should-
next group of things
No,
we need to, okay,
This is,
hence the stainless steel as
Yeah,
opposed to, okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Was Sable the only contractor that quoted?
what's that?
Was Sable the only contractor that we got a quote from?
Yeah, I can go with, I mean, I can go about, getting a second
I don't know what our protocol is for that, like for this kind of work, like are we, like sometimes you're required to have 2 or 3 quotes.
I would say if you used a contractor previously and had good rapport with them.
Well,
probably
Chris
should
does
stay
have
with
a, point, I probably should have gotten, but now. Sabo bought that 16-inch valve, or we did,
Oh,
so they're
They're buying
hanging
from
on
that.
to it. You know, they're holding on to it, I mean,
Yeah.
technically I could buy it, I could get it from them, and we paid for it.
right,
But,
But they do most of
they do most of our mechanical work here.
oh, okay.
So they're familiar
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
I just know what the normal protocol was. I mean, a lot of times you have.
There is nothing
It's probably
that
not
I'm
a bad
aware in
idea.
our ordinances
requires
that
people.
requires it, generally they do. When there's bidding things, that's a whole different situation, this is not something that has to be bid out.
Fair enough.
I would just say for future reference, maybe multiple bids wouldn't hurt. Sometimes the
Just not
companies you
holding it.
use continuously, they get comfortable and
yeah.
Yeah, I know, you gotta make sure that their technical is always.
just to keep them in check.
Let
Oh,
us
yeah,
see- let them see the other
Yeah,
bids.
they absolutely, I mean, they're
Yeah.
not afraid to charge.
Right.
Nobody is.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. But.
Yeah.
And all the jobs that we did with them, I can't recall us having an under with any of them.
Good.
So
So will the labor charge include the plug valve then?
the plug well we bought last month,
Yep,
Yeah,
yeah, so while we're worried about is the 36 or 30.
39.
39,000,
okay,
and then the job should be complete.
okay. I'll make a motion to approve the pipe replacement, labor equipment and materials purchased from Sabo Mechanical for $39,601.96.
I'll second.
motion's been made and seconded, any more discussion? Okay. Motion, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, motion passed. Discussion and possible action in the purchase of a 2025 Ford Super Duty F-250 truck.
The treatment, the truck that the treatment plant uses, it's up for replacement. And
Anything six?
so the only reason why Vicky and I talked, they're gonna have another price hike.
Yeah.
You know, with the tariffs and everything that are going on, so
We might be better off getting it now.
that's the only reason why it's brought up now.
How many miles right now?
What's that?
How many miles are on that truck?
54,881 because I filled it up with gas today. But it's going to be replaced next year, so.
Yeah.
So I did provide you all with, not the complete capital replacement schedule, which goes out like
Right.
4 more years, but what would fit on one page. And, I also have what our current, sewer capital fund has in it. So with the amounts that have already been allocated this year and, the expense of the street sweeper, which will leave us at the end of this year with 221,728.18. And, you know, as you can see from the capital schedule, the next real significant expense out of there is then in 27, which is 70,000 for cleaning out the reed beds. So we really don't have, you know, we have more than enough money in our capital to move this up a year with no impact virtually, other than perhaps a little loss of interest.
Yeah.
Which would presumably be offset by any increase in prices.
Mechanically, is there any issues with it?
No, this, the truck's in really good shape, to be honest with you. It's just, we got on a schedule and it seemed to work out, because now we make, you know, we make a little bit better money on the truck that we sell it out.
So you would surplus it?
Yeah, well, that would go back on surplus, and if there's somewhere you wanna, I mean, surplus brings a lot of money for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Can we sell the chipper in a surplus?
I think it's going down.
Oh, sorry, first one. What is something like that worth?
We're hoping between 15.
Well, I'll make,
Diesel,
Chipper, yes.
free emissions,
Yes.
I think you do 24 diesel.
well, I will make the motion that we step up the purchase of the Ford Super Duty truck and purchase it this year in preparation for price hikes next year.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any more discussion?
I do have a question.
Sure.
Lighting, lettering, radio,
We
you're
do
lumping all
not
that into capital because you
We
don't
do
have
not
much left there.
do any radio work, we don't put the radio. We don't have radios on trucks. Yeah,
Okay,
radios, just the radio that's on. In
I mean, mobile radio, you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have a couple, right here.
So there won't be any extra costs with. the-
There's gonna be a bumper crane, but, that's in the budget, right? That didn't come in this package, but it'll come next month.
Okay,
But we use that for lifting pumps on the lift stations and such like that. And Brian and I are going to take on the lighting package for like, because they wanted it. They just wanted a crazy amount of money to put.
so you guys
flashing
do
lights
it
on.
in-house?
Yeah, that will do in-house.
Alright.
I think Brian quoted that out, it was gonna be. Like $500, $700 of materials, and if we were to take it, get it done, everything was like 3,000 they wanted.
Jesus.
Brian's like,
So are you gonna take it out of the 60 that's budgeted?
yeah, that'll also come out of there.
Alright,
The decals, if we need to order them, are not very expensive. I think we did all of the vehicles when we did them last for somewhere around $300.
okay, I guess just for future reference, next time maybe have all that in there. Say this is gonna be all part of the whole purchase, not
Yeah.
that you come back next month and go, oh, we gotta put lighting on the new vehicle.
Yeah.
No, it's-
So like I said, that would all be in the purchase of the vehicle.
But
So it's. Yeah,
sorry, guys.
Okay.
No,
worries.
it's good to
Is there
have
any more discussion?
that kind of question, huh?
No, anymore? We're all good? All right. Motion passed.
No,
No, we
no.
didn't even call the vote.
Sorry, I forgot, I got lost. Dude.
I thought you did too.
I was like, wait, okay, so where are we now?
we're gonna hold on it.
You have
Oh,
a, you have a
all
first
in favor,
second
say.
to vote.
Oh, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, now you have to turn. Motion passed.
I thought we did part two.
I thought we did that part too, or maybe I was going to, and then I did that. That's what happened. Discussion and possible action regarding the proposal to delete the dog park parking lot.
So you guys have a proposal from the highway department for blacktopping or dog park? Or it's all on Silver Beach Road. Dog park was in there probably, but I'd say 7, 8 years. We require parking lots to be paved and we never paved again. We just thought when the company was out there doing Silver Beach Road and Farmers Drive and stuff, we probably get it pretty good enough that they don't have to bring their equipment back. So, the quote came in at $25,532. Dr. Vicky, you said that our fund balance,
If you have it up on the board right now, it would take us from 34% to 32%. Fund balance, which the recommended amount is between 10 and 25%. So that would still leave us quite in excess of the recommended.
And
fund
that,
balance.
it's,
25,000 quote, that's a good price, I don't know, so.
and we don't, you know, it's hard to plow that out in winter
Yeah.
time. I mean, it's all gravel and then all of a sudden if you don't have no frost in the ground, you peel up the gravel and everything.
How many cars you park with her?
Oh, probably 8, 9, 10, something like that. It's busy. It's busy. You go there at 5 o'clock in the morning, there's cars out there.
And there's probably easily 6, 7 of them right now. That park
Oh, yeah.
is more than the parks in the community.
Wow, people care about their dogs more than their kids.
Yeah.
Oh, I have going on in this place.
They don't have to clean up after them, do they?
It's used. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there's probably a group of 8, 10 people.
Wow.
It's time.
And it, right, and they're gonna be out there, they're gonna be out there, they're gonna be out there paving. They're gonna be out there paving. So I mean, that's the smarter decision to do it while they're paving.
Right, and you don't have to pay the mobilization fee.
Right.
Right, I guess as the chair of Park and Rec. I'll make the motion to approve paving of the dog park.
And I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn?
Second,
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, we are adjourned.